your true voice. You know how when you record yourself and it just sounds terrible and you wish you could just give up? Well, this is my favorite way for you to hear your true voice. Now remember, for the first 35 years of my life, I couldn't go any higher than this. Hi, I'm Angie and I'm passionate about helping you learn to sing with freedom and to unlock your voice. We're putting out new material all the time, so don't forget to subscribe, click the notifications so you know when we're releasing it. Also pop comments so I can answer your questions. Love to have questions or let me know how you're going. And also don't forget to click our link tree. You can get one-on-one lessons there, our new amazing course, which I've built just for you to help you unlock your voice quicker. And also there's other things there. So can't wait to help you unlock your voice. Okay, so my 3 big tips on how to learn to sing and find your voice quicker would be: 1 would be the in-ears, learning what your true voice sounds like, the singing in the shower, and probably also just reducing the strain so it doesn't make it sound tense or affect the sound and it doesn't restrict you from those high notes. So first one, the in-ears. This has changed my life and all of my students' life. So this is your true voice. You know how when you record yourself and it just sounds terrible and you wish you could just give up? Well, this is my favorite way for you to hear your true voice. So I want you to cone your ears. Make sure you're looking in a mirror, because a lot of people close it off. But we want to just cone the ear. So you can see that my hand is going around the back of the ear and under my chin. And that's really important, under my jawline, because we want to cone the sound and hear our true sound that's actually resonating off our face mask. Now, when we're normally talking, try this, start to talk or sing something, and you want to be able to hear that fullness. Now, about 60% of people can hear this. Some of you can't, but you'll learn if you keep practicing. So you want to just cone your ear, make sure the sound, your hands closed and under the jawline. And then when you start to talk, you should hear that beautiful resonance, reverb coming off your face mask. Now, most other people can hear this when you're talking, but we can't. Our brain switches off 50 or 60% of it and says, don't need to process that. Also, obviously, our ears are around this side. So if we're talking this way, unless we're in the bathroom or in a very ambient room, we're not going to hear that bouncing back to us. But in the bathroom, you hear it. Now let's try it again. Cone your ears. And then you might want to sing a song. I want to sing. And you should be able to hear all that beautiful tone and resonance. Now this is so important for you to understand that this is your true voice. Now some of you will like it, some of you won't. And remember, you can change it through exercises. You can strengthen and develop your voice just like all professional singers and mastered singers do. They practice to train their voice to be consistent. That's why we do exercises. That's why we work on skills to get our voice really sounding amazing. Just like training a muscle, we've got to teach our voice to be consistent through all the different areas of the voice. So that's my first favorite thing on this is your true voice. Now, when you do record yourself, most of those microphones have, 5-cent microphones. They can't pick up the full size and all those qualities in your voice that you can hear when you do this. And even when you hear your favorite singer or speaker, through one of your apps, through YouTube, through a recording, they've gone into a studio to use $1 million microphone, and they've still had to put effects on their voice to make it sound like this. So if you try and compare yourself to someone's recording and you're just listening like this, it's not the same, and you're going to overstrain trying to create that sound, and it's not your true voice. This is your true voice. Now, the second one I mentioned is singing in the shower. The reason this is great is because you get that reverb and your voice bounces back at you and you can hear your true voice. That's why a lot of people say, I always sound better in the shower or in the bathroom. It's because you're actually hearing it back, similar to this, but for those of you that can't hear it, in a bathroom or an ambient kitchen. Sometimes you see people on YouTube, you know, singing in the garage or singing in the kitchen or singing in the bathroom because it gives you that beautiful sound like you'd get in a studio with effects. Now that's closer to a like for like, a similar sound to what you're hearing from the artist. And without you even knowing, you relax the muscles around here. So the sound just gets better and better. I know a lot of the old rock stars from the 60s and 70s and 80s, when they go into the studio, they ask the producer to mix it with the bathroom effect. And that's the sound they want to hear. So that's a game changer. Now the third one, I talked about releasing strain. Often when we go for those high notes, it all gets squished. So we really want to learn how to sing with freedom and reduce that strain. Now the reason it strains is because as we're going higher in our range, the vocal folds are vibrating faster and there's more tension. So we've actually got to sing with less power, less volume, less air to get the same quality as if we're singing in that chest area of our voice, those lower ranges. So it should end up sounding like this and feeling effortless if I show you from the bottom of my range to the top. Ah! Now remember, for the first 35 years of my life, I couldn't go any higher than this. Ah! And I'd get stuck. Or I might be able to go, ah! And it would flip. Or ah! Those kind of things. So I had to learn how to do that full power and sing all through my range effortlessly. And that was what, by reducing the strain and the tension here, and remember learning to sing back and forward. Now, the reason I feel like we sing better when we do this or we sing in the bathroom and we hear our true voice, we relax the strain because we're not trying to force it to sound better or bigger. We relax, and then the more relaxed our throat and the muscles around here are, the better we sound and the fuller the tone. It doesn't feel strained because it's squished. It sounds warm and full, and we can play with that tone and strengthen from there. So how amazing is that? So you don't have to wait 35, 40 years to sound great and have that voice that you've always wanted, your true singing voice. Hopefully you've loved this content, and we have so much more because we want to help you unlock your singing voice. So feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and we've got lots of content. There's a course you can jump into that we've made really affordable so you can learn the steps to unlock your singing and your voice, or you can book me one-on-one if you need that clarity and that direction to unlock faster. Either way, can't wait to see you in the next video.